It's mennsa. I post a game every day until I reach 500 elo. I am currently rated 422. Okay, so we'll get into this. Carol Con and find out what exactly happens. Okay. You're gonna. Now he's attacking that, and he's not even pushing that one over, so. Okay. Not anything like it would normally be. Can now take this pawn, and then he takes me back. And then the queens are looking at one another. And of course, if I would have just realized that ahead of time, but I didn't. Okay. This is undefended, and if I bring my bishop here, looks like he will have to move it. And I want a castle. And I have to take pin off of that. If I put my queen up here, that does seem like a very good move right now. I believe. Let me just see because wait a minute. He goes here. Well, I can just take let's get this here. He's trying to put his team on the king side. And we'll see how much everything could be taken, how everything will happen here. Okay, so knight goes there to its normal square, and then we'll bring our bishop out. The rooks will be connected, and this file is open and already has the queen on it. This pawn is undefended, and I don't think it's something that he wants my queen to be up there. And if there's a way, I have to also cause a few other things. So he just defended that pawn, and I wasn't going to take it at the moment anyway because no, we're not going to throw our queen out in the middle of everything. And oh, this is another pretty horrible start. Okay, so it put me in check, of course, and there's one thing I can do, go into the corner over here, and my rook, if he can get over here, it would attack the queen. So I guess this isn't a very good example of a game of chess for me today. So if this goes out to here, it attacks the knight, but that's not what's the problem right now. The queen is, and now that bishop is looking way down, so I really have to get away in there. And I've got a knight here that's attacked by a pawn, and I'm not taking it for some reason. Maybe just not not all together with it. So if I take it with my bishop, then I'm attacking the queen as well, but he's going to do something, of course. And the knight can just be taken, developing my knight. And this will be defended. I have to think about if this bishop can do anything, which I will have to be keeping an eye on, especially with the queen there. I want to get this rook over, which would be defended by only the king, so I need something else there. And this pawn could actually advance and stop that bishop from anything. And of course, he's moved the queen into that area. So if I do this, he does not have two attackers on that point. And I have to get my king somehow done elsewhere. Okay, so if he does take me, then I would be taking back. So I would have that on it. And have that bishop. If I bring this knight here, it attacks a pawn. I gotta look at everything. What this is really a very nasty setup here. Okay, so if the knight goes there, it will be actually protecting that square and attacking that. So if he takes me, oh, for a minute, because if I was to take him, then he's got his queen there, and I don't think that's a very good thing. Okay. Takes, and then I will take it back with the pawn. I'm still really on that. Now the bishop is probably gonna take pawn. Okay. And there's a couple of pieces on there, so I need other things to happen here. He takes my pawn here, then it's the same result, and I'm down a pawn, so. Okay. His king is also right here on this file, if there was something I could do with it. Okay. And this pawn is also undefended if there was another thing I could do with something there. But right now I've got a lot of problems on my king side here. And they have to be dealt with. So my knight is very on that square. And since my bishop is a dark square bishop, can't do a whole lot. So the queen is attacking that knight. It has to be protected. And the bishop can come here and the queen can come here and then he'd be in check. So let's see. If the queen comes here, he goes in check and he has to figure out a way he can put the bishop in front, guess, and really got my king trapped here. And I've got both my bishop coming up here and my queen. If that could cause anything, that would be great, but I have to get the queen down for a minute. I have to get my queen here, put him in check, and then we'll see what happens after that. And we can also bring this rook over here. Like having an attack of my own might be all I have for some sort of salvation here. So his king goes there. Okay. My knight's protected. My bishop would come here and put him in check. So he would have to do something about that. My knight, can it do something? It can. I don't want to trap my king any more than he is very trapped. This is protected by the knight. I almost feel like this rook here might be causing a little bit of a problem. I wish he was actually on this file. So let me look. He's got the queen and the bishop, and I've got the knight and the king. And I could get a rook over there. That might be something. It really, it really gives my king nowhere to go. He's going to be smothered. And okay, so if I put the rook here, he takes. I take with the knight. He has to take with the queen first. So if I take with the knight, then he's not even going to be putting me in check. So okay, that might be the only thing that is to my advantage. Okay, so he's going to put my queen under attack. And so that means I need to do the same thing to him. I can, and I don't know if I can because we've got the bishop can come here and put him in check, and then he has to get out of the way, and I believe the bishop then can take the rook. And I'm in check because I was looking at that, and now that he's got his rook in behind there, well, then it makes the rook, oh, there's something to go in between, of course. And if no, they still can't just take the rook. And I could do what? I have to move my queen and I have to protect that knight. So if I go here, this that's the only thing. And okay, so I'm playing the game of something is going to be dropped if things keep going this way. That's under attack. Not my highest priority at the moment. And obviously, this is protected by the knight. That is, the king protects that, as does this knight. And if I'm able to get my rook up, then I can maybe have some sort of something there. Okay, so he's attacked my bishop. And so now my bishop could take this knight and he would have to take it back. And is there something better? Because I put my rook someplace right now, here, for example. Okay, so I think just take that knight, I believe. Okay, check is easily dealt with. Okay, so my queen protecting this knight. If this rook comes up here, it's protecting it again, and it stops any attack on that. And then I could double my rooks. And if he moves his queen, his bishop is going to be attacking my knight, my rook. So what? I have to make sure there's something to be put in between there. I guess could be hopefully the something like the knight. It depends on where, obviously, anything else goes. Because if he does move the queen, my rook is under attack by his bishop. Okay, and this bishop has to get out here. And I want to put him here and then move him up. So my king doesn't like being over there. Not at all. Okay. If I bring, yeah, I think the rook would be best on this file. But I can't just easily get my king out safely. I would have to go here, here, and then maybe up there, and that's all, well, obviously not with the rook here. Okay. So, no, it's he's up +1, and if I can put my rook there, his king's at the end of that, but his queen is on that, so that's no good. And he's probably looking to see if there's some sort of way that he could just totally mess me up. Okay, so if I get my rook over, this knight is sufficiently defended. If I get him here eventually, well, let's get the rook over. Queen. Think of a few things as well. Don't want my king to be like trapped in there. So now it's going to want to get that pawn for nothing, so we're going to go like this. This is open to be taken, and if I take it and get the rook up here, so I could consider maybe something like that. I take that, my queen. Okay, well, I guess not now. So every time I find something, the opponent finds it. So I go there with my queen, I put him in check, and things available to just be taken. Material is where he's got a pawn. So if I put him in check, is there something that has to happen? Could also put him in check with my knight, which would mean that it would be an exchange possibly of material. If he takes me, then I could take him back. And this is here. That's not how I like to play. You can't exchange material when you're down. So we'll put him in check. My knight's there and could possibly do something, as can my rooks. That queen is really causing a lot for him. Okay, so now I'm down one. So he puts the queen there. Now that means my queen is undefended. If I put my knight here, he's in check again, and then he just takes that off, and we're back at that. It's no good. So if I put my rook up, his queen is now pinned. This rook is behind it, so I don't think that's very good for him, because now his rooks are kind of a problem. Except this one here, well, it's looking at this, which is defended, and there. Okay, so I have to defend my queen, and if I move it back here, it's still pinning the queen. Okay. Oh, so I can take this pawn, but that's not what I'm trying to do, is take pawns. I'm trying to get something really good happening here. I go here with my knight. Now my queen is not defended. Do I move her or do I move a rook? Move it. And then that knight right now can go here. Okay, so he's attacking my queen. If I take this and put it there, attacking his queen, and then I just lose a knight. Okay, so my queen can come here and put him in check, though. And okay, this knight really seems like if I put him here, his queen is under attack. And now, obviously, I don't have a pin on the knight, the queen, I mean. So he's in check now. He has to probably put either the rook the queen or the bishop in front, or try to run his king. Okay. And then this pawn is protecting that square if my knight chooses to come up here. So I got 3 minutes and 28 seconds left on my clock, so we will be a little bit hasty, but not stupid, hopefully. So now this goes here, puts them in check. Is there something that it attacks by doing that? No. Okay. Okay, the queen doesn't have very many safe spaces to go. She goes right here. Not protected. She goes, oh my goodness, have I done something to my queen here? Uh, I guess it would have to be, I go right here. The knight protects it, the rook protects it, and nothing attacks it. So that is the only safe square for my queen at the moment. Thought there was no safe square, and that wasn't very good feeling. Okay, so now I can still put him in check with my knight. We just have to, he can obviously take with that bishop. So that does cause a problem. So he's done that. The queen does protect it. And if I go here, or here, okay. Or is there somewhere down here I can come? If I come right here. Oh, okay, we can come here. That attacks that pawn, and that doesn't put very much pressure. Stop moving that goes. So if I go here with my queen, if he starts doing exchanges of rooks, he's only got one rook there. His rook is under attack now. His queen is there. So if I take that, oh, the bishop, of course. Oh, if I take back, I'm gonna leave my king just wide open here. And he won't be able to take that pawn. And now my king can start moving out. I'm down 3 now. The queen can take this, but is that even anything right now? No, it isn't. So that pawn is pushed. If I take it with my queen, there's no attack on that. And then I can start trying to get in there with something, what little I have left. Because now I can actually consider maybe doing that with my knight, putting him in check. Well, then he's just going to take it. Well, then, no, if he wants to take it, then I take it back with my pawn. So, let's look what happens, what he does, because that knight as a pretty good move if I can get it done, and he might have other pieces around in there that, like, I'm gonna do it now. I'll put him in check, and I believe this means whatever he takes back with, I take. Oh, he doesn't have to take back. No, he does, because he's in check. Don't forget, he has to deal with check. Okay. And if he moves his queen here, it's taken, and then I take that rook. Okay. He's up +2. Can't just take my queen because the knight has to be dealt with. He's moving in to attack that another time. So this is protected by the queen. And this is quite, it seems very, very difficult. Okay, if I go where can I go with my queen? I am down 2 material, so there's no exchanging of queens. I have to keep a defense on my knight, okay, more than just that pawn. And if he wants to take that pawn, then whatever he takes with it, I take back. Okay. So here I got 24 seconds left, so it is time of the essence. Really is. Okay. Oh goodness. So I have to go somewhere, just go somewhere and where you know your queen is okay. All the pieces that you are trying to protect. I took defense off that knight, but they didn't take it. So now they got too many things happening. Am I gonna take defense off that knight again? Like for real? Okay, go there. Oh, okay, well, that was actually a really bad move. I just lost my queen, so I believe we will resign. I tried, and I was also in time trouble extremely. I had 16 seconds left, so that was not a very good game, but thanks for watching.